One man who deliberately and publicly does own up to his size is Robert Reich, the United States Secretary of Labor.
I've assumed for months that I was on Bill Clinton's short list.
At 4 feet 9 inches, his height is hard to ignore.
There is a step. Oh, there is a step here. Let's see.
Secretary Reich has needed that extra lift since childhood.
I remember my grandmother would chart on the wall how tall I was. And we got to 12, and she said, "You're going to..." And then nothing happened. And after a while, we stopped, we stopped measuring.
Do you think of yourself primarily as a short man?
I have to say, honestly, I don't.
After spending an hour with him, neither do I. Secretary Reich has reached the top in a world that tries to keep short men down. He is happily married to a woman 9 inches taller and has been friends for 3 decades with his towering commander-in-chief.
In today's topic, we're going to be talking about height and how that can influence your decisions on talking to a girl or just everyday life. And, you know, my feeling on it is I think people look too deep into this height situation. And I'm a tall dude, I'm 6'3", but I know a lot of short people, right, Sean, that get a lot of women and have really good jobs and don't let any of that stuff get to them.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, there's some that don't, but there's others that unfortunately does. You know, we know some friends that it really impacts them, and that's the only thing they concentrate on, and that's exactly, that's a huge terrible thing. And I think that when we talk about height, we see it as that constant variable that nobody can change it. But what I'm saying is that I believe that we're playing the game wrong. We're playing the game wrong. The more we think about height and the thing that we can't change, it's going to be the thing that'll determine us, and it'll be that defines us for the rest of our life. And I'm saying that no, it doesn't. That height doesn't have to determine everything. Doesn't have to determine how much you earn. Doesn't determine how much you have to, you know, what type of girls you're going to pull or what type of girls you're trying to go out with. It's because we're playing the game wrong. And if you notice, the places where people say you need to be this tall to actually get with that chick or to get with her, they're dating apps and they're clubs. And last time I checked, those dating apps, the one who actually receives the messages or the one who actually accepts the messages is the girl. And she wants you to be that tall. When you go into a club, you have to pay her drinks. You have to make her notice you. And one of the ways that she can notice you is being tall.
Yeah, but like I was saying earlier when we were talking about this whole subject, I don't think any of that even matters because if you're a short dude and you have game, you might do it for her in that moment and pull her. Versus a tall dude who just relies on being tall that has absolutely no game. Because that could just make her not vibe with you at all. But if that short dude comes up and he's cracking jokes and he's confident and he's just bringing all the tricks and whistles and whatever, he's going to pull that girl over that tall dude.
But you know why? Why? You know why? Because number one, he's self-confident on what he does. He's got that self-confidence. And number two, and I think it's a very, very big picture here, which actually helps the self-confidence, is actually that he's playing in his turf. He turned the table. If you know that going into the club is actually going to make you less visible, make you less noticeable, why in the club? Why?
But because even when you go to the club too, and you're short dude, there's still short dudes who still pull women at the club.
True.
Like, I believe that people make this a way bigger thing than it actually needs to be, bro. Real talk. But again, I'm not short and I don't know how short people go through and stuff like that. But if you let it overwhelm you, you're going to be overwhelmed. You know what I'm saying? If you start to have this mindset to believe that I'm not getting my way because I'm short. Women don't like me because I'm short. That new job I couldn't get because I was short. That promotion in my dreams, it was because I was short. Obviously, you're going to start thinking negative. Anybody that says anything about being short that validates your opinion on being short or whatever, you're gonna stick with that. Everything that they say to overcome that and beat the odds and whatever, you're gonna just ignore it. It's gonna go in one ear and out the
At the
next
other.
because that's not what you want to listen to. You want to listen to what makes you
Hurt.
feel the
What
way you
hurts you?
feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What hurts you? What makes you depressed? Because you're already depressed, and that helps you because it makes a point. But even if it makes a valid point, or if it doesn't make a valid point, why are you gonna have to listen to that? Why are you not gonna listen to the good things so you can get out of that depression, out of that mindset, out of that, oh, this is what my life is, and that's what's I'm gonna be like. No,
Mhm.
no, bro, we've broken so many limitations in our life and history, and you're gonna let height stop you just because of
Yeah.
that?
And you're gonna just bring up stuff to try to validate your point, and well,
and so others can pity you as well.
yeah, I that
That's
pisses
not
me
gonna
off the
help.
most.
That's gonna help. That's not gonna help. What? I'm gonna pity you. Whoop-de-doo.
Because
That's all.
Sean, have you seen short dudes pull women and have some of the most attractive women, or just being successful in life, or just having life go the way they want it to and not have that height be a factor?
Yeah. Yeah, I have some friends that are short, and they talk about their successes in life and how they're trying to push forward. They tell me some things that, oh, because of my height, this and that. But the next day, they don't let that stop them. They still fight it. They still go against it. They still go against the flow. How society tries to say you got to be tall, and he's like, nah, I'm not gonna play that game. I'm not gonna play society's game. You know what? I'm gonna turn the tables. I'm gonna play my turf, my field, my rules. Why? Because that's how I play my game. That's how I know that I'm going to win. If somebody else is relying on their tallness, I'm going to rely on something else. I'm going to rely on even my shortness. Maybe a girl likes a short guy. I don't know, maybe. But at the end of the day, I'm going to be like that person, my friend. He always talks about the good things in life. He always talks about his successes. He tries to be optimistic, and he tries to show even me. I'm 5'10" and a half. Sometimes I'm 5'11". It's weird. On my license, it
Damn
says I'm
near
6 feet.
Yeah.
And my license, it says that I'm 6. But when I take off my shoes, I'm 5'10". I don't know. It's a whole mess out there. I don't know if I'm 5'10", 6 feet. Sometimes with my hair, I'm 6'1". It's a whole mess. But what I'm trying to say is that you have to play in your field. You have to play in your turf. You got to know what you're good at, what your advantages are, and you got to stick to it. You got to stick to it. Some people, they can rely on the tallness. Whoop-de-doo. Hey, good for you. I know I can't rely on my tallness because the girl wants her 6 feet. Oh, yeah, sure. Okay. But if she wants a dude that's 6 feet, how do I know that girl is actually a good girl? A good girl for me to go out with, or a good girl to actually be in a relationship. If all of the time she's thinking about what? She wants a 6 foot dude. That's her being shallow. I don't want a relationship what's shallow. I don't want a relationship that's just, well, I'm 6 feet. That's how we fell in love. It was love at first sight because I was tall. No, I don't want to rely my relationship on because I was tall, because I earned 100K. And that's another thing that I'm listening nowadays, which is ridiculous. What a high value man is because he earns $100,000 a year, or because
it's not even high value anymore.
It's not even high value anymore. Or he has to be because I'm 6 feet, but if I'm short, I have to go do exercise. What I'm hearing every single time a guy talks about a high value man, what I'm listening is that the things that he needs to do to actually take care of her. Nah. Before you even think about trying to go out with a girl, or I want to get out with her, or I want to go out with her, concentrate on yourself. You want to do exercise? Why? Because I want to take care of myself. I want to earn good money because I want to take care of myself. Then when you go into a dating or into a relationship, you got to think about, I'm going to put everything in the table. Is she going to put that exact same amount? Or is this the same amount that I put in the table, she's going to put that same amount? Is that reciprocate? If she's only thinking about height, we got nothing to talk about.
Yeah, but women also smell that BS from a mile away. Well, a mile away. Like, if you're not confident in yourself because of your height and stuff, they'll sniff that crap. So like, a lot of people don't give women credit with stuff like that, bro.
It's a stink that not only women can smell.
Yeah.
Even a guy can smell that and be like, bro, you even bumming me out, and I don't want to feel bummed out.
Yeah, because one of our friends does that a lot, and it's like, we try to tell him, like, man, you letting this be more than it is, bro. I promise you, it's the way you're thinking and stuff like that is not really how it is. It's just you have that, like how you said, it bums other people out. You bringing that energy around other people, maybe that's why people don't want to be your friend, or that's why you're not progressing in your workforce or whatever, because you're always going to think everything is against you. The world is against you. Boo-hoo, bro. But life is not fair. People are not blessed with the best genetics, right? So obviously you realize that's something you can't change, right? You can't change your height or whatever. You have to work around that. You have to find ways to elevate yourself and be a better person. If you're a funny person, be funny. You know, if you're a hardworking person, go be a hard worker, bro.
Yeah.
If you're a chill, relaxed dude, you don't have to go do stuff you don't want to do just to try to impress the other person. Just be you. Accept the fact that you're short. Now we got that out the way, right? Cool. Go do you. Find hobbies. You'll meet people that will like you for you, your personality and stuff like that. And if you're confident, I promise you, you won't find any hardship with whatever you want to.
Yeah, I remember I saw this one meme. It was hilarious, where it was a whole bunch of guys filed in a single file line. They were all buff, all huge, and there was this one clown in the middle, and it was like when the girl that you like is single, and you think you're gonna win her over because you're funny. Hey, he tried. Yeah, he isn't buff, he isn't tall, but he was gonna try by his his personality. He was funny. If she didn't like it, I'm gonna go on to the next. And that's what I'm trying to say, man. We're going to take L's, both sides, women and men. We're going to take L's. Sooner or later, we're going to take L's. What we got to do is get back up and find the girl that it's a W.
Yep. And with that being said, make sure you comment below what you guys think. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and the bell so you're notified when we're dropping more content. And if you have a topic that you want us to talk about, make sure you put it in the topics below, because we will gladly oblige to your requests. So without further ado, again, subscribe, hit the like button and the bell, and we're out, man. Peace.